Dude, imagine falling for someone who's literally your complete opposite. You're that quiet introvert who thinks 1,000 times before speaking. And her? She's like a walking energizer bunny. Talkative, social, infinite energy. So you know what she does? She becomes your #1 hater, just to get your attention. Alright, so today we meet Miyu Suzuki. Every single morning she's there in front of the mirror practicing smiles, perfecting her makeup, rehearsing how she'll greet everyone at school. And it's not being extra, okay? It's because for Miyu, every social interaction costs energy. It's like running a heavy game on your phone. Drains the battery real quick. She leaves the house and the performance begins. Hi to one person, bye to another, big smile for everyone. She knows everyone's names, remembers birthdays, asks about their weekend. To people watching from outside, Miyu is like that perfect girl. Popular, friendly, super chill with everyone. But there's one greeting that's different from all the others. Yusuke Tani. The moment she sees him, all that manufactured confidence goes out the window. Her voice cracks. She doesn't know what to do with her hands. He's the only guy who makes her genuinely nervous, and she hates it because it must be so obvious. In class, she tries everything to start conversations with him. Her friends are talking about mascara brands, so she turns to Yusuke asking for his opinion. And his response? Straight to the point. How would I know about that? Her friends tell her to stop bothering the guy, but she laughs it off saying she finds his dry answers funny. The truth? She's completely in love. And like, what makes Yusuke so special? According to Miyu, the guy is genuine in a fake world. He doesn't change to fit in, treats everyone the same, doesn't think he's better, but doesn't kiss ass either. He's just himself, you know? No filter, no mask. When the new semester started and they changed seats, a miracle happened. She ended up sitting right next to him. For Miyu, this was like winning the lottery. From that day on, she tries anything to start conversations. Random topics. Pointless comments. She even offered to help him read the board when they sit in the front row. Looking back now, she sees how weird that was. Like, she basically called him blind. To Miyu, Yusuke is like that rare character. He doesn't perform for others, doesn't pretend to be someone he's not. And it's exactly that authenticity that drives her crazy for him. But here's the problem. She's terrified of being annoying. Her friends keep telling her to give him space. And even worse, she's scared of everyone finding out she's into him. Just thinking about it makes her break into a cold sweat. At lunch, her friends invite her to grab burgers after school. In her head, she already said no. She's got a ton of homework waiting at home. But when she opens her mouth, out comes, yeah, let's go. That's Miyu's problem. She cannot say no. And this happens all day long. Lets others copy her homework. Takes pics for everyone's stories. She's the girl who's available 24/7, you feel me? Later, at the burger place, while everyone's talking and laughing, Miyu is like on another planet. She learned to pretend she's fine in social situations, even when she's dying inside. Constantly smiling, agreeing with everything, playing the upbeat role. It drains her completely. At some point, she gets up and goes to the bathroom. Not because she needs to pee, but because she needs time alone. She locks the door and just breathes. No need to smile. No need to perform, just her there, trying to recharge a social battery that's been dead for a while. When she finally comes out, she realizes it's super late. Through the window, the sky's already dark. She's exhausted, holding back yawns, heading out. And guess who she runs into at the exit? Yusuke's still there, stayed late because of student council stuff. Her first thought is, shit, did he see me yawning? But she quickly changes the subject, asks which way he's going. When he answers, she suggests going together. At least as far as they can. Inside, she's dying. But whatever, right? The walk is like sweet torture. She tries to make conversation, but he only answers yes or no. She starts freaking out, thinking she's being boring. So she mentions the giant burgers she ate. And finally, he asks something. You like them big? She freezes. Then realizes he's talking about the burgers. He asks if they were good. She says yes. And out of nowhere, she blurts out, we should go together sometime. And to her total shock, he agrees. He says, yeah, let's do it. And look, she knows Yusuke. The guy wouldn't agree if he didn't actually want to. He's too honest to just be polite. They keep walking in silence, but like comfortable silence. She doesn't even notice they're close until their hands accidentally touch. Both stop. Time freezes. Nobody moves. Then, out of nowhere, Yusuke takes her hand. Just like that. No asking permission, no warning. He just intertwines his fingers with hers and keeps walking like nothing happened. Miyu's brain completely short-circuits. She's walking but doesn't even know how her legs still work. All she can think is, I'm holding hands with my crush. I'm holding hands with my crush. Oh, and also, is my hand sweaty? This moment changes everything. When they get near her house, Yusuke sees some classmates and kinda lets go of her hand before they're spotted. But Miyu's so shocked, she doesn't even really know how she got home alone. She enters the house like a zombie, collapses on the floor of the entrance, stares at her own hand like, did that really happen? Can't eat, can't focus on anything. And sleep? Forget it. The next day she wakes up super late. Her family had already left. She goes downstairs and sees breakfast wrapped on the table. She's done for. And look, Miyu is like the good student type, but today she's in total slow motion mode. After eating, she finally goes to school, arriving like at lunchtime. Her friends roast her like wasn't even worth coming anymore, but then she notices something that makes her panic. Yusuke's seat is empty. Before she can process this, a classmate sits in Yusuke's chair and hits her with the truth. Are you two dating? Apparently one of Yusuke's buddies saw them together yesterday. Now the school gossip is spreading that they're a couple. Miyu's head goes into overdrive. Like, this is everything she wants, but also her worst nightmare. They're not dating. Yet? But what if she says something stupid and ruins everything? What if he gets embarrassed? What if, in desperation, she shouts, "We're nothing," and Yusuke is right behind her? He was just there grabbing a notebook, doesn't say anything, just takes it and leaves. But Miyu knows she messed up. Said the worst possible thing at the worst possible time. During chemistry class, her anxiety explodes. She imagines standing up in front of everyone screaming that it was a misunderstanding, that she didn't mean it. But that's impossible, right? In gym class, she can't focus either. Can only think about how she hurt him. After class, she thinks about going to talk to him, but there are too many people around. The social pressure is too heavy. Then Yusuke comes to talk to her first. He asks her to forget what happened yesterday and apologizes. And that's when she breaks. When her friends invite her out, she finally breaks down and tells them everything. That she's in love with Yusuke. What happened yesterday. How she screwed everything up this morning. The friend who spread the rumor feels terrible, realizing the mess she made. But instead of everyone just sitting there feeling bad, they do something unexpected. They tell her to run after him. Be honest, stop pretending. For the first time in her life, Miyu considers saying exactly what she thinks. No mask, no pleasing anyone. Just being real. Meanwhile, Yusuke's walking home alone, replaying everything in his head. He let himself hope and now he's regretting it. He thought maybe Miyu talked to him because she wanted to, not just because they sat next to each other. But what she said today seemed to confirm it. He was totally reading too much into it. He realizes something crazy. He got used to her. The endless talking, the random questions, her being right there next to him. And now that it might be over, it hurts like hell. That's when he hears her voice. She's shouting to him from a bridge above, all out of breath from running. And she's saying the words he never expected. I like you. She comes down slowly, apologizing for everything. For bugging him with random topics. For what she said this morning. For being too scared to be honest. She explains she didn't know how to talk to him. That she was terrified of everyone finding out. That she never wanted to hurt him when she's been in love this whole time. She confesses that holding hands made her so happy she couldn't sleep. That every moment with him matters to her. For the first time, Yusuke smiles. Like, for real. Then it's his turn to be honest. He admits he doesn't know what to do when she's not there bothering him. That he feels kinda pathetic for caring so much. And then, all awkward but being real, he asks, "Do you really like me?" The question almost offends Miyu because isn't it obvious? She starts crying, overwhelmed by everything. Yusuke moves closer, raises his hand to wipe her tears, but he stops halfway, worried about smudging her makeup. That small gesture makes her cry even more, because it means he was paying attention the whole time. To the makeup conversations, to everything. He noticed, always noticed. And that's where our story pauses, with two completely different people, finally being honest with each other, on a quiet street as the sun sets, realizing that maybe being opposites doesn't matter when you understand each other perfectly.